Barṣīṣā, a very pious and a good worshipper of Allah, ended up as a disbeliever and committed zina, murder and shirk, these grave major sins, just because of devil's algorithm. Shaytan didn't push Barṣīṣā directly from the cliff. No, he guided him through his devil's algorithm, step by step into fire. But how a righteous man like Barṣīṣā ended up as a victim of Shaytan? I'll tell you his whole story, step by step. So let's start. Barṣīṣā was a very pious man, a very righteous man, and people of Bani Israel admired him because he was a very good worshipper of Allah and he feared Allah from his heart. One day there was a battle going on and the three brothers, they had to participate in the battle, but they had a sister. So they decided that they will give her sister as an amana to Barṣīṣā so that he can protect her. And Barṣīṣā disagreed on it. But then Shaytan whispered in his head that it's okay, you're doing this for the sake of Allah. It's just an amana. And he accepted it. Brothers gave her sister's responsibility to Barṣīṣā and Barṣīṣā took it. Barṣīṣā was living in his house and beside that house their sister was living. But then things starts getting spiced up by devil's algorithm again. So in the beginning things were cool, not normal, because it's just the first step. Barṣīṣā used to go at her house just at the doorstep. He didn't even glance at her. He just gave her the food from the doorstep and go away. But Shaytan whispered, please kid, let's glance at her, let's see her. And yep, that's happened. The next time Barṣīṣā saw her, had a glance at her, and the next time they greeted each other, next time they talked behind the curtains, and then things gone raw and they ended up joking, and eventually Barṣīṣā fell in love with her and he committed a grave sin, zina, with her, and she got pregnant and she had a baby. Now Shaytan stepped up his game. He said to Barṣīṣā that if their brothers find out that you got her pregnant and you have a baby, then your reputation is gonna go. So he killed that baby because of Shaytan's whispering, because of the doubts. But then things don't end up here. Shaytan also guided him that kill the sister as well, because she's gonna tell the brothers that you killed the baby. He killed that girl as well and he committed 2 murders. But Shaytan still didn't stop here. Shaytan was on a very huge game. Barṣīṣā buried them in a faraway land, and when the brothers came, Barṣīṣā just lied to them. Another sin. He lied to them that the sister got sick and she died. Brothers grieved, cried and believed Barṣīṣā. But games didn't end here. Shaytan's back in the game. Shaytan ended up in a dream of the brothers and told them that where the girl and the baby is buried. They dug the grave and they found out the truth, and Barṣīṣā was at the end. Barṣīṣā was caught up, he was arrested, dragged and humiliated, and he was in a most vulnerable condition and he was sentenced to death. Shaytan came back to Barṣīṣā and told him that he was the one who whispered those doubts and committed a lot of major sins. And the end, Shaytan tell him that I can let you escape the death if you just prostrate to me. And Barṣīṣā did it. Barṣīṣā committed the majorest sin and he prostrated to Shaytan and became a disbeliever. Shaytan immediately said, I lied, and he got away, died as a disbeliever. Ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't just a story. It was a warning for us. May Allah protect us from devil's algorithm.